everyone, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from the title of today's video, this is going to be my updated Miradry video. Since this procedure, I get asked probably on the daily basis to do a Miradry update. I have a list of everything I want to talk about here so that I don't forget anything. So if I do not answer your question in today's video, just leave me a comment down below and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible and answer any questions that I can answer. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, not a professional. I do have knowledge on the Miradry procedure, so I will answer those questions as best as I can. So a little background on my Miradry procedure. I got my first procedure done on March 25th, 2021, and I have a whole dedicated video on that procedure alone, and everything will be linked down below, a playlist of all my Miradry videos because I have a few of them on here, so you can go ahead and look back on those. That video is going to give you a more in-depth view and look at what it was actually like to get the procedure done and how I felt, and all of those first impression reactions will be over on that video, so I will have it linked down below. Like I said, my first procedure was March 25th, 2021, so that was over 3 years ago now. I also got a second procedure done in November of 2021. I can't remember the exact date in November, but I know it was November. This is the first video you're seeing about Miradry and my experience. I highly recommend you go check out my other vlogs because I did an actual vlog of both procedures. Those will be linked down below as well. Those are going to give you a better insight on what it was actually like the day of the procedure and all of that, so definitely check those out if you haven't seen those videos yet. A little bit of background just to recap. I had a severe excessive sweating issue, hyperhidrosis under my underarms. I sweat so bad in my underarms, it was ridiculous. I would ruin white shirts, I would ruin other shirts. I did have BO. No matter what my hygiene routine was, constant use of deodorant, constant reapplying deodorant, I just always had BO because of the excessive sweating. It would stain clothes, it would ruin clothes. The sweating was playing a role on my confidence. I just felt so insecure about my sweating, and it's something that I struggled with so much. So when Miradry was presented to me as an option, I wanted to look into that, and I went ahead and did get the procedure done. Let's get into the 3-year updates because that's what you guys care about most here. The most question I get asked is if I'm still sweating. Yes. Am I sweating as much as I was sweating pre-Miradry procedure? No. But am I still sweating that would be considered excessively? Yes. I have a really bad case of hyperhidrosis. I sweat so much, you guys. I realized about myself that I am an anxious sweater. Pre-Miradry, I would be sweating excessively if I was just sitting on the couch lounging watching Netflix. Post-Miradry, now when I'm like relaxed, not really like in an anxious mood, not nervous or anything of that sort, I don't sweat. I'm fine. But I notice that I do sweat when I get anxious. So I have decreased a significant amount of sweating. Like even right now, I do have a little bit of sweat under my arms. My overall opinion, like I said, I did get 2 procedures. I would not go back and get a third. The reason why I would not get a third procedure is because I don't think the results outweigh the cost. The cost of this procedure, and I don't know if it's changed because again, I got this done 3 years ago. It could be cheaper. I'm honestly not sure. The cost of one procedure is $1,200 USD, and it is a lot. It is an investment. It does cost money to get this done, and if you have to get more than one procedure, you guys can do the math. It adds up very quickly, and it is very expensive, and I just think for the results that I have experienced, I would not get a third procedure. The clinic that I went to, which I'll leave that information down below, did offer a like deal if you got 2 done, so I'm pretty sure I took that, and I'm pretty sure it was $1,900 USD for 2 procedures. So you have to see if that's something that you want to do, if you're willing to invest another money to get a third one. I could probably do 3 or 4 procedures, and I just don't think that the results outweigh the price. So that's my personal opinion on Miradry. Now, however, I do not regret getting this procedure. I just, however, would not get another one. Like I said, the cost of it is just a little bit too high, and the results are just not exactly what I thought it would be. I am going to go through all of my frequently asked questions that I get on Miradry. Through all of my Miradry videos, I see these questions the most. So the number one is, what is the numbing process like? So if you haven't seen my other 2 videos, I highly recommend I go into better detail there. But you just basically get numbing cream applied to your underarms, and then they, depending on what clinic you go to, everyone does different. My clinic used this like circled shape. It was probably like this big, and it had all little tiny needles in it, and what they would do was fill your underarms with a numbing solution. Numbing process was completely painless for me. If you are not good with needles, that might affect you, but they are really, really small, tiny needles. I know other clinics will use like full needle syringes, so it just honestly depends on the location that you go to. It's something that you can ask your clinic that you go to get this done, what they do for their numbing process. Second question is, am I happy with the results? And I feel like I kind of already answered this. I am, but I do wish that it was a little bit better, more sustainable, and I just wish I wasn't sweating at all, to be honest. Number 3 is, did I pay for it twice and did I finance it? I kind of briefly discussed that, but it was, I believe, $1,900 for both of mine because my clinic offered a like bundle deal. However, I did finance mine because it just was the right option for me. I really wanted it done, and I just financed it and paid it, and that's all that. So definitely depends on where you go if they have finance options as well. What helped with swelling? So I get this question a lot. A lot of people say they have a lot of swelling in their underarms. I did swell under my underarms, but I would just say icing on and off for 15 minutes was the key to helping the swelling. That's what worked for me. So just ice as much as you can and just relax, and it will go down over time. Another question I get asked a lot is, did I have excessive sweat on my hands, feet, all of that? No, I do not. So I know another common place that a lot of people have hyperhidrosis is their palms, their feet, but I do not have any sweating in my feet or hands, so that's not an issue for me. Also, a lot of people have asked if I saw I was sweating in other areas because I wasn't sweating as much as my underarms. No, my sweating everywhere else was like just normal. It wasn't like excessive. So my underarms are the only problem on me. Does insurance cover it? My insurance did not cover it. I don't think most insurances cover it here in the United States because it is considered a cosmetic procedure. So keep that in mind if you are researching it. You can always give it a shot and call your insurance companies and see if they were covering it. My insurance at the time did not cover it. Did the procedure leave any darkness or hyperpigmentation on your underarms? Nope, my underarms are completely fine. I don't notice any like darkness or hyperpigmentation whatsoever. So my underarms are fine, like perfect. Don't have any issues with that. I know some people do have issues with that, but that was not my experience. Those are all the frequently asked questions I see the most in my comment section. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you didn't see your question answered here, leave it down below in the comments and I will do my best to answer all of those questions that you may have. Probably won't do any more updates on Miradry just because I feel like this one is gonna be consistent. Unless something significantly changes, then I will update you guys. I hope you guys found this video very informative. Like I said, my full Miradry playlist will be listed down below. All those videos will be linked, so if you want to see more of, like I said, that day-to-day vlog that I did on the actual procedure, I would highly recommend checking that video out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below if you have any other additional questions that I can answer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of your beautiful faces in my next video. Bye!
You're stealing my heart, baby, stealing my heart. I don't have many troubles, but I think you just cut them in two.